Literally, some guy just looked me in the eye, saw I was recording, jumped off his scooter, went over to the line back. Once he got onto the line back, he made sure I wasn't looking, and then just drove off. So that's kind of put me in a bit of a... I had a topic. We started recording, and I saw it wasn't going anywhere. We're gonna save that topic for another day. Speak on something that I'm a bit more, I'd say, accustomed to right now, going forward. Because the other topic that I had is confusing to me because I'm still discovering where it's going, but it'll be for a series when I'm ready. We're gonna speak about something that we all have: discipline. Discipline is something that will dictate how far you can take your dreams. We all heard this saying that motivation will take you so far, it will get the race started, but discipline is truly what finishes off what you've started. Motivation gets the job started, but discipline gets the job done. In life, everything you do requires discipline. Whether that be discipline of how much you intake of a certain activity, discipline in how you kind of run life, how you do your day-to-day activities, you know, your homework, anything you do, any activity you do, discipline is detrimental to how far you can take things. And what I've learned from this journey of creating is that we are in a time where discipline matters now more than ever. We have goals. We have goals that we're all chasing. We have dreams that we're all chasing. But one thing you always need to know is dreams don't work unless you do. If you don't work, your dreams will sleep on you. That has meant that I had to sacrifice a lot of things, which goes hand in hand with discipline. Sacrifices will be the catalyst to enabling you to move with this discipline. What does that mean? Simple things as making sure you eat on time, making sure you have your 3 meals a day, making sure you do your to-do list, making sure you know that you're not cheating yourself in whatever activities you're doing is important in understanding this journey of discipline and whatnot. We can learn a lot from discipline. You look at the likes of Henry Ford, Edison, the guy that created the light bulb. They had to have discipline over and over again to keep on trying, even when adversities were played against them, the odds were stacked against them. They had the discipline to keep on trying. And I think that's what we're going to ride on, the main message. The discipline to keep on trying. Why is it important to keep on trying? The number one thing I always tell everyone, I tell myself this, so I'm going to tell everyone as well, is that you should have the discipline to keep on trying and never quit. Because the thing is, as long as you have the discipline to keep on trying and never quit, you can never fail. You know why? Because another opportunity will keep on arising, and another day, another opportunity will keep on arising. And what does that mean? You get more chances to beat the odds. And eventually, you will get better and better and better and better until you master the craft you're trying to learn. But that all stems from the discipline to keeping on trying. I never got this strong from not having the discipline to know, okay, I don't want to go to the gym, but I need to go to the gym. Why? Because it benefits me for the long run. The easy road always leads to the hard life, and the hard road always leads to the easy life. So once I implemented that discipline of understanding that, yeah, keep on stacking these days, keep on doing the sessions. It doesn't always have to be 100%. It can never be 100%. Even if it's 5%, but you showed that discipline to come to the gym, or you came to the workout, or you came to do that task that you know you don't want to do, but you know it's going to benefit you in the long run, then you're starting to master the art of discipline to try. And once you get it, you got to have the discipline to maintain. That's another key thing to keep in mind. The discipline to maintain and sustain. So a lot of us get comfortable. We play the back until it's time to play the front. And once we get to the front, we start to take our foot off the gas. You know? We start to backpedal. We get complacent. Complacency is what kills you. Comfort is what kills you. You know why? Because there's someone literally just behind you working twice as hard to not fuck up where you have been complacent. And that's where a lot of us meet our demise. We fall like Henry VIII. We fall like Macbeth. We end up being like Goliath and getting slain by David, because we thought we were the big giant that no one could ever stop us. But that's the thing, you gotta have the discipline to sustain. Sustain once you achieve that PB. Sustain once you achieve that physique. The hardest thing to do in life is to maintain and sustain. It's like what people say, it takes years to gain someone's trust, but it can be gone just like that from one lie. It's the same thing when we're doing our workouts, when we're doing our ABCD, when we're achieving, when we're working towards your dreams and everything. You gotta have that discipline to know, okay, now I'm at this position. How do I either sustain or how do I better myself? Because there's always more to be done. Realistically, the job is never going to be complete. As I said in my last video, there's always someone that's going to be richer, smarter, prettier, stronger, wiser, a better version of what you want to be. But if you can sustain the level that you're complacent with, and you can justify, you know, it's a good standard to yourself, have that discipline to know, okay, I don't need to compare X, Y, Z, If I'm happy with who I am, what I am, where I'm going, and I'm not disturbing anyone or I'm not affecting anyone negatively, I should have the discipline to accept me for me. And that's another point as well. The discipline to know when enough is enough. It's kind of self-explanatory. You know, you'll get to a stage where we all will. We're not satisfied, but we're at the top. And that's the number one thing my mom's always said to me. Once you get to the top, that's when the problems come. More money, more problems. I haven't experienced it yet, but when you do, you gotta have the discipline to know when it's okay to say no. You know, you'll be tempted. You'll be tempted into things that may look nice on paper, but in the long run will affect you negatively. And I pray that I'm always guided by God, my mom. I'm always being taught that I can share messages that I've kind of been passed on, because everything that I say is ultimately adaptation of either someone else is saying or ultimately what I've been taught from my mom. As she always says, charity starts at home. So you gotta have the discipline to know when enough is enough. That can be simple things like drugs. You know, if you've made progress and gained so much muscle and you're so happy to be at the physique you are now, don't go over to Instagram now searching for the best physiques or the top physiques in the top 1%, because they're unrealistic, they're unhealthy, they're unsustainable. Things always change, you know. 10 years ago it was the shit to be skinny. It was the shit to be those runways, models and whatnot, which is nothing wrong, but it's unhealthy. Now you see, everyone wants a BBL. Everyone wants the big juicy nyash. But what's happened to the natural bodies? What's happened to loving your body for who you are and where it's came and how it's developed? So having the discipline to know, I can say no to these propagandas, should we call them. It's alright to love myself for me. I should have the discipline to love myself for me. And I feel like it's a different type of discipline we've talked for today. That's today's little message. I'm still fucking fuming that someone came and stole my bike. Like, for real. So we're gonna end here. W session, W video. If you're enjoying the videos, make sure hit that subscribe button. All my socials are gonna be down below. Be going crazy. Love yourself and have the discipline to know you've got this. You're gonna be great. You're gonna achieve your goals. Just stay on track. Keep chasing, keep pushing, keep believing, keep being motivated. Consistency, discipline, put them hand to hand and watch everything fall in place. It is inevitable. But yeah, now I'm gonna have to fucking think how I'm gonna get home. I hope there's a bike around, because I literally hid the bike. You guys think I'm lying to you? Hid the bike. Right there. My man took that scooter you guys can see. This scooter here. Well, you know, it is what it is. Peace, love, blessings, all of that.